me why you playing with me. You never care, but you run it back what you saying on me. Time is something I ain't into wasting. And to be honest, baby, I ain't got no patience. I'm singing the same song, I'm stuck in my phone. If you ain't with it, then I ain't with it, then run along. And I try to tell you the truth, but with you.
Hi lovies, and welcome back to my channel. It's the name is Nelly here, back today with another video. Before we begin, please don't forget to hit that like, comment, and subscribe button alongside with that post notification bell. Boop. So as you guys can see from today's video title, we're going to be discussing toxic friendships. Okay, so I really wanted to touch on this touchy subject of toxic friendships slash relationships because a lot of people who know me personally know for some reason people I usually tend to befriend and treat so well shit on me so bad. Just so bad. So we're gonna just be covering a little bit of, some tips to avoid that, things for you to notice, big red flags, like out of there, run. So we're gonna be touching on that in a little bit. I really just wanted to talk to you guys really quick about everything that's going on. I really hope that everyone is staying safe and healthy at home. And please, if you are going out, please make sure that you are covering up and wearing your mask and social distancing properly, just for your safety and the safety of others. For the first segment, we're going to be talking about some toxic traits to realize when being friends with someone. So when a support system starts to feel hostile. So if at any point you start to feel like the people around you or one specific person around you starts to become very hostile towards you about anything you say, any opinion you give, anything, always pick up on it. Even if you feel like it's a joke, pick up on it, because I'm telling you, majority of the time when they're joking and slandering you, that's really how they feel. A lot of people become friends with other people because they're envious of them and have nothing better to do than just become friends with them. And a lot of the times what gets them even more mad is that you're such a cool person that they end up liking you. And that pisses them off more because it's like, damn, now I don't like her for no reason. Ugh, I look stupid. Which they do. They look dumb as hell. My stupid little ass hair right here looks so stupid. Anyway, so that's something to definitely realize. If your support system feels very hostile, like you can't go to them about anything, everything you do or say affects them in a most negative way, then remove yourself. You don't need to be friends with people like that. There's no reason for you to be around them because clearly they don't appreciate you. So eliminate yourself. Another toxic trait would be everything you say being used against you. So now this is a big one. You have to be very careful and cautious with what you say to your friends or the people around you, because if they're telling you something in confidence or vice versa, let's just do vice versa. So if I'm telling someone something in confidence and then we get into an argument, not even an argument, a disagreement, we get into a disagreement, because it's okay to, disagree to agree. But some people just, they don't vibe with that. Anyway, so majority of the time, I vent to someone, whatever, boom. I tell them something in confidence, they run back and tell so-and-so, or we have a disagreement in a public place and I'm dealing with it privately and they like to make a show about it. See, now when this happens, it becomes a bigger issue now, because now you're putting our business, which is my business, out there for everyone to see. And that is a problem for me. Me personally, if I have a problem with you, you're gonna know I have a problem with you. But I'm not gonna go and, act crazy. I'm gonna go up to you and I'm gonna talk to you about it. But if I feel like you're being, rude or disrespectful, that's a problem for me. When I become friends with someone, I earn that respect and I give respect to earn that. So if you're not giving me respect, you're not gonna earn that for me. I'm not just gonna give that to you off bat. So a lot of people, they feel like they're entitled to respect, and it doesn't work like that. You earn respect with someone. When you meet someone for the first time, it's the same thing. You earn their respect. You don't just be like, oh yeah, you gonna respect me. What? You bugging? No, like, it just doesn't work like that. But back to what I was saying. So when everything you say is being used against you, you just want to be very careful with what you're saying, because a lot of the times you're venting to that one person or multiple people, and they go and use that against you, you know, just to throw a low blow, and it's like for no reason. Majority of the time it's for no reason. So if you feel, or you know, you hear, you see, witness, okay, one of your friends doing that to them, you need to let them know, baby, that's toxic, and you need to cut that out, because you don't need that in your life. For what? What's the point of having negativity in your life? Misery loves company. This is a big... Misery loves company, guys. If you have a miserable friend, they will do everything in their power for you to be miserable with them. Why? Misery loves company. Okay? Don't let that go over your heads. Next one is be very selective with who you bring the individual around. This is a big one. I'm gonna put a big one right here. A big one. This is a top tip. That's what I'll put. Top tip. You have to be very, very, very careful with who you bring that person around, that one individual around. You will have your selected group of friends, your little clique, whatnot, and you will want to bring your friend around. You want your friend to be in the mix with you. You want them to be in the mix with you and your other friends when y'all go out. Like, you want them to vibe together, and that's okay. That's 100% okay. But when it's not okay is when you bring your friend around, and the minute y'all link your friends, it's a brand new person. Like, hi, I'm Rebecca now. Like, baby, what? If you start to see the voice change, the mannerisms change, the posture change, I can't. Dead that. Dead that. Because I'm telling you right now, fake. Fake, fake, fake. That is them telling you, bitch, I'm fake. I am fake. I am a two-faced. I will front. I'm gonna tell you, yeah, girl, I fuck with you. And then the minute you walk away and I hear your friend is talking shit about you, I'm gonna join the conversation and talk shit about you. Those are not people you want around. Absolutely not. Why are you acting different when my friends come around? Because I know how you are already. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know as the individual how your friend is. So you already know how your group of friends is. So you put the two together, and now she acting brand new, or he's acting brand new. You need to eliminate from the equation, okay? Don't let that go over your heads, because a lot of people be like, oh, no. Dead it. Address it on site. I always say address it on site. Address it on site. You know, if your friends are talking and they're in the conversation with that person, just be like, yo, so-and-so, can I put you to this? I just want to talk to you real quick. Don't make it a public issue. Talk to them privately. You never want to embarrass nobody, especially in front of your friends, because you would not like it if they did it to you. You would feel some type of way, like, and sometimes, you know what, it could be nerves. A lot of the times it could be nerves. People just, you know, freak out, like, oh, I'm meeting so-and-so's friends, like, I hope they like me. But that's not for you to switch up your voice, your posture, your manners, everything. Like, nah, it's just a brand new shorty, and I don't know who you are, and I'm not feeling that. So you always want to make sure you address it. And if you address it, okay, and they come around again and do it again, you absolutely need to cut them out your life. And I only say again because sometimes, like I said, people are like, oh, maybe they were nervous, like, let's give them another shot. Me personally, if I'm not feeling your vibe the first time, I'm not gonna really bang with you. Like, I'm gonna be like, cool, from afar, like, hi, bye. But I'm not really gonna sit there, conversate with you, tell you about my private life, because there's nothing for you and me to talk about. Tip number 3, be very observant when becoming friends with someone and their behaviors. watch them. I mean, observe them and their behaviors, their mannerisms, everything. Just because when you start being friends with other people, some friends do not like that. Like, they become crazy psychos. So I'm gonna give you guys a little story time really quick. When I was a freshman in college, I was friends with this girl. We graduated high school together. We went into college together. We were like the bestest friends. Everyone who knew us told me not to live with her, and my dumb ass went and lived with her, of course. I was like, no, I'm gonna prove y'all wrong. Girl, I ain't proved nobody wrong except my damn self. Except my damn self. I proved everybody right. So we lived together. We had a 4-person suite. Well, it was a room, but it was so big. It was like the size of a suite. And it was me, her, and 2 randoms. We didn't really bang with the randoms like that, whatever. I ended up becoming friends with the girls across the hall, which are still my friends till these days. Shout out to my girls, because I love y'all. And y'all better be watching this so y'all know that I said this. Okay. Anyway, I became friends with them, and that was like our clique. Like, we just ended up banging. Like, I was so happy. I made friends. I'm a social butterfly. Anyone who is a social butterfly, to my social butterflies out there, anyone who's a social butterfly knows you just like being around people all the time, and you like having a good time. You like people's energy, you know, you feed off of energy. This girl was so livid at life. She calls me up, and I will remember this like no tomorrow. She called me up. I was in my friend Nat's room and was bugging out on me on the phone, talking about I'm not her friend. I don't care about her because I'm not hanging out with her. I found new friends. So why don't you just come hang out with me? For the record, I've invited her out with us multiple times, and she's declined every single time. So that's not on me. That's on her. Just so you know. So I did invite her to multiple things, and she just didn't really like fuck. So I was like, okay, that's fine. We ended up getting into a whole argument because I come downstairs to come talk to her, and I walk into my room, and this girl has all the lights off in the room, is sitting by the window like a crazy person. All like, she literally did this. So you're not my friend anymore? Girl, you must have lost your marbles. I was like, okay, you need to slow your roll. I'm not your only friend. Like, you need to make other friends. Guys, the whole entire freshman year, she did not make any friends. She made like 2 friends that I was friends with. But okay. Anyway, she ended up living in my house. And one thing I'm gonna say to everybody here is, if you have a friend who's going through things at home, personal issues with family members, do not let them stay at your house. Do not do it. I know you feel like you want to help out. Don't do it. You will get bit in the ass, 1. 2, if their parents, they can call the cops on you, and you know, they will come to your house. They will look for them, and now you got a whole nother problem that you don't need. And 3rd, you just don't want to be responsible for someone else's kid. Like, you're a kid yourself. Like, you're just learning to live life yourself. So now you got to worry about yourself and somebody else. I'm good. I'm my mother's responsibility and nobody else's. I'm my own responsibility and nobody else's. You your own responsibility, not mine and nobody else's. You know what I'm saying? So you always want to make sure that comes across clear, because some of these people be bugging out. So she lived in my house. She didn't even stay there for like a whole month. She was there probably like a month. No, she was there for a month. She was supposed to stay for like the whole summer. She was there for only a month. And while she was staying there, it was just our friendship was just deteriorating worse and worse and worse. And I really thought it was gonna save our friendship, because people who know me, I'm loyal to my friendships. I love my friends. Like, my friends is my family. I don't believe in like best friends. Like, I feel like that's such a cliche. Like, There's no best friend. Either you're my family or you're not, like, period. So I really take my friendships very serious. And for someone to come into my home and, you know, disrespect me the way that she did, because she disrespected me all types of crazy. She disrespected my family, and, you know, I just wasn't having that. You're not gonna come into my home where I feed you, put clothes on your back, you know, like, wash your clothes. Like, you got a place over your head, a plate in front of you, like. And we ended up having a really bad falling out, really bad. And I kicked her out of my house, made her leave. And she called me a few times after that, you know, like, oh, what did I do to you? Blah, 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 blah. Moral of the story was, that wasn't the only thing she did to me. And it wasn't like about little things. It was about personal things that involved me. So if your friends ever do that, make sure you know, because you need to put them on blast about that. That's not right at all. That person is not your friend. I guarantee you, because if you did it to them, they would not like it. They would be so tight. They'll be like, so be very aware for, like, obsessive people. Like, I know that story didn't sound like she was obsessed with me, but I promise you, this girl was obsessed with me. She would text me like 10 times a day when I would be out with my other friends, and she would be doing nothing. Call me consistently. Like, if I was her boyfriend, it was literally like if I was her boyfriend. When she needed money, she would call me. When she needed to come home, she would call me. When she needed clothes, she would call me. Nah, I wasn't her boyfriend. So it was crazy to me, because all my friends kept telling me, they were like, bro, like, I think that she's off. Like, there's something wrong with her. And I'm like, nah. Like, she's just like that. It was something off with that girl. And I'm so glad we stopped being friends. Tip number 4. I was gonna say 3, but I did 3 in the last video, so this is 4. If you start to realize that the person you have brought into your circle is starting to create a wedge or a problem, a conflict, anything between you and your friends. If for some reason, before this person came into the group, everything was great and running smoothly, I highly doubt you're the problem. But once you put that person into your group and add them into the equation, and you start seeing, you know, funny vibes, or your friends are moving weird and you don't know what's going on, and you guys start having arguments over dumb stuff, accusing each other of other dumb things, I promise you that someone putting a bug in your ear and y'all letting it get to you. Majority of the time, this is what happens. When you introduce people to your friend group, like I said in the very beginning, people are very envious of others. Make sure you know who you're bringing around. People have this tendency of bringing new people around them. I say tendencies because I mean myself, because my dumb ass did this how many times and got burnt. Basically, what happens is you bring the individual around with your group of friends, whatever, blah, blah, blah. As months go by, things either start disappearing, you start having problems with your friends, or both. This is usually like when the manipulation starts in a friendship, because you go to the individual, you vent to them. And when I say vent, y'all, I don't mean go to one of your friends and go talk shit about your other friend. That's not what I mean. When I vent, it's more like I'm concerned about so and so. Like, I want to make sure they're good. Like, what do you think we can do as friends to help them progress? Or what do you think as friends we can do to help her out? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you always want to make sure you're there for your friends, because when it's vice versa and you got your hand in your ass, majority of the times your friends got you. Like, we hold it down. To twist your stories and your words when you go and vent or communicate with them, and then they run back and they tell the other person that you said this, and that, and the third, when that's absolutely what you did not say. This causes a lot of friction, and I feel like this is because there's a lot of lack of communication in friendships. If you know you just met this girl 3 months ago, and your friends that you've been friends with for like 6+ years, and you guys have never had an argument, and the one time this one girl come, don't believe her off bad. Like, go talk to your friend, text your friend like, yo, I want to talk to you, so and so said this, like, what's going on? Just clarify, because at the end, when you guys both get together, you guys will realize who's the cause of all of your problems. It's going to 2 + 2 equals her. The hell? Hello. Communicate with each other, talk to each other, express how y'all feel. You guys will eventually in the end realize, oh shit, we've been manipulated this whole time. Like, it's her, like, not us. We're not bugging. And I only say this because a lot of people, they don't communicate. People just tend to believe what the other person is saying. They go off on each other, fight, then nothing gets resolved, and then years and years later to come to find out that none of that was said. Y'all fought for no reason, and now y'all friends for no reason when y'all could have been friends this whole time. So you just want to be very aware of their manipulation skills, because a lot of people try to master manipulation skills with like playing the victim. Nah, baby, we're not doing that. I brought you in, I can take you out, period. This is gonna be like one of the big ones for me. I don't know if this is me personally or other girls feel me on this. I have no problem going to my friend or my friends coming to me to talk to me about their boyfriends. I have no problem, because when it's vice versa, they sit there and listen to me. However, and I want y'all to really pay attention to what I'm about to say. We have some nuggets, okay? If that one friend keeps coming back to you about the same issues over and over and over and over again about their boyfriend, you need to drop it. You have to drop it. Imagine me being your friend and for 6 consecutive months, I'm coming to you about the same. Like if my boyfriend was cheating on me, and I was going to my friends, and every day for 6 months, I'm like, bro, I can't believe he cheated on me, but I'm not gonna leave him. So what's the point of you telling me this? For me to sit here and be like, okay, stay with him? If you're my friend, and I feel like your man is doing you wrong, I'm gonna let you know. I'm very, very open to voicing my opinions. If I feel like your man is doing you wrong, I will let you know. Because there is an illness out there called DBS that I don't think a lot of my friends know about, or these females know about. It's called dumb bitch syndrome, and we all suffer from it. It goes from stages 1 to infinity. The way that these girls and we women think nowadays is just crazy. Like, we just be crazy because these men make us crazy. Their actions, their words. And sometimes they don't even be men. It just be us. We just be crazy sometimes. If you have that one friend, you need to dead her, because she's not going to leave him, baby girl. And as her friend, you need to get that through your head. She's not going to leave him. It don't matter if he cheat on her. It don't matter if she found his Tinder account. It don't matter if she catch him in bed with another shorty in her crib. She's not gonna leave him. Remove yourself from that toxic friendship, because I promise you, you're going to get so emotionally drained that you're gonna end up snapping on them. Might as well just avoid it to begin with when you start seeing those trees. Next segment we're moving on to is comfort level, okay? So I'm gonna go back to that story I was telling you guys earlier about that girl who lived in my house, who was my roommate. Comfort level is a main thing in this story. Since she lived in my home and we were friends, my mom basically treated her like she was hers. And we kind of messed up there, because you never want to give your friends that sense of where they feel like they can get comfortable to the point where if I need money, I can ask Nelly's mom for money. Nobody said that. What? No, I would never. So when they begin to get too comfortable to the point where they feel like they're a part of your family, you want to give them a little quick reality check, because that's, they need to understand their place in your crib, in your family, in your life overall, period. You are a friend. You're not my family. You are not blood. Just make sure that they're understanding what you're saying. Your actions is going to prove otherwise to me. Because if not, you gotta go. You have to go. Never address them as family. And this is like a big one for me, because I used to do this, like, oh yeah, you're my sister, like this is my friend. No. Some people take that and twist it in their sick little minds and be like, oh my God, I am family now. We didn't grow up together. Like, we just know, like, no, that's not the vibe. You're not family. You're not gonna be. And that's it. Boundaries. Like, there's a line. Don't cross it. Never let them think they can take your stuff or borrow your belongings without your permission. It is not okay to let them borrow your things without your permission, because one day you're gonna come home and probably the most expensive thing in your closet is going to be being borrowed without being asked if it could be borrowed. This is not okay. If I tell you you can borrow some socks, I say you can borrow some socks. I didn't say you can borrow the coat in my closet. I didn't say you can borrow the shoes that I put on my feet. I never said that. And on top of that, you never asked me. So I'm very confused as to why you're wearing my personal belongings without my permission. And that you just don't want them wearing your stuff. Like, people don't take care of your belongings the way you do. No one ever does. If you have an expensive item, don't let anybody touch it. Don't let anybody borrow it, because the way you take care of it, if you get a scuff on your sneaker, you're gonna see the scuff. It's gonna bother you because it's your shoes on your foot. Your friend is wearing your sneakers and they scuffed them shits. Oh, that was no, it wasn't. Don't try to play me, bro, because want to take care of your belongings the way you will. So just don't let anybody borrow your stuff. Period. They make smart and snidey from marks. If you have something to say to me as my friend, you can tell me. I am a big girl. I can take it. I go to college. I get feedback on papers all the time. Constructive criticism. There you go. Boom. Boom. Constructive criticism, okay? So it's the same thing. You just want to make sure that when they're saying things to you or you guys are talking and they say something that is below the belt, not that it feels or it is, if period, it is below the belt, and they make a smart or snidey remark about it, 100% of the time, that's really how they feel. So if you walk in the rain and they're like, bitch, you take and you just call me a bitch for no reason, now I'm confused. What was the point of that? You don't want someone who's low-key envious of you around you, because at this, just think about it like this. They know so much about you that they're really, really preying on your downfall. And you don't want nobody preying on your downfall. You just want success. You want love. You want peace. You want happiness. Good vibes. Like, I don't want you coming into my circle with your nasty remarks, your negative attitude, your negative Nancy energy. I really suggest that everyone take a second and reevaluate. Has my friend ever made like a little under the breath comment or like made me double take? Because if it did, or if you even still think about it when I'm telling you this, that definitely means that they said something to you that triggered you and was like, maybe I should look into that. You always want to make sure that like you're aware of that. So that's the end of today's video. I really hope you guys take everything I said into consideration and saturate. But I really hope you guys enjoyed today's content. I'm gonna be posting every Thursdays, just so you guys know. You guys know in advance on my Instagram, Twitter, and my Snapchat. Everything will be put up here. Thank you guys so much. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, you know. And always remember, like I said in the last video, no one loves you like you love you, okay? Remember that. Nelly out. See you, love you soon.
You should be rocking the latest in purses, dresses, and watches, but I